Hello there. It's a pleasant welcome to the National News Bulletin file on Star Television Network on Channel 21. I am Ciana Wright. First, the headlines. Njala University, through the Crop Protection Department, School of Agriculture and Food Sciences, has officially launched the WAVE Sierra Leone Hub and National Survey on Cassava viruses at the Family Kingdom Resort, Aberdeen in Freetown.
The Ministry of Agriculture pledge our commitment to continue to support the efforts of WAVE in Sierra Leone.
The Rokel commercial ban Korpor Plus is a new strategy for financial inclusion aimed at accelerating access to financial services for over 70% of the economically active population that are currently left out, according to Kizia Salonkole, head Korpor RC Bank.
I want to wish all Rokel Bank customers a Merry Christmas and a prosperous 20.
The Skills Development Fund Secretariat has held an orientation for recipients of the World Bank and government-supported grants at the new Brookfields Hotel in Freetown.
The government of Sierra Leone to look into disbursing the funds for the Skills Development Project.
Those were the headlines. Well, it's now time we go in for the news in detail. Njala University, through Crop Protection Department, School of Agriculture and Food Sciences, with support from the Central and West African Virus Epidemiology, has on Tuesday, 1st December, launched the WAVE Sierra Leone Hub and National Survey on Cassava viruses at the Family Kingdom Resort Aberdeen in Freetown. George Elliott Sam reports.
Njala University, through the Crop Protection Department, School of Agriculture and Food Science, with support from Central and West Africa Virus Epidemiology, WAVES, as on Tuesday, 1st December 2020, launched the WAVE Sierra Leone Hub and National Survey on Cassava viruses at the Family Kingdom Resort, Aberdeen, Freetown. While speaking, the Deputy Minister of Agriculture, Sam Bremer, said Africa is the world's largest cassava producer. 57% faces many constraints affecting productivity, and one shot is cassava mosaic disease and many other diseases. To contain the spread of diseases, WAVES has set up a surveillance and control system in 10 countries, including Benin, Sierra Leone, Burkina Faso, and Cameroon.
The Ministry of Agriculture pledge our commitment to continue to support the efforts of WAVE in Sierra Leone. A good starting point of this keynote address, which I must say will be a summary of all the brilliant presentations made here today. The speakers before me were very deliberate in their presentations. They emphasize and stress the importance of this project to our food systems. But beyond all, they also demonstrated the knowledge required to be able to drive and implement this project in Sierra Leone. So we join partners locally and partners abroad to signal and send a message of readiness to continue to support WAVE in Sierra Leone.
The launching ceremony, according to the project lead, Dr. Alusain Edward Samora, will leverage to advance collaborations with the following stakeholders: the Ministry of Agriculture and Forestry, the Directorate of Science and Technology, Sierra Leone Agricultural and Research Institute, Njala University, and the media.
In this project, we would want to boost the existing surveillance system and reduce the current incidents, strengthen our national policies, increase women participation, and strengthen delivery of our government and private sector through the extension and viral disease system management practices. We have 4 packages for you, one of which we are launching today. And very soon, with the help of Dr. Fidel, we're going to train our survey team in georeferencing and surveys that will give us an understanding of what is in our environment. And of course, we're going to analyze those samples. We've already mentioned that we'll build human capacity, and we are lucky to have the first plant diagnostic laboratory for Sierra Leone.
The Deputy Vice-Chancellor, Njala Campus, and Pro-Vice-Chancellor, Njala University, Professor Mohammed Basiru Koroma, recounts that the WAVE project is just in line with the core functions of the university. He assured the international and local partners that the university will create an enabling environment to interface the study with the environment with a view to protecting animals and humans.
These core functions are heavily enshrined and embedded in the West African Virus Epidemiological Project, and of particular interest in conformity with the project overall objective, which we have interpreted as to combat critical root and tuber viral diseases, especially Cassava mosaic and Cassava brown stick virus. In conformity with this project, our focus will be in this direction at the area of disease, for us to create an enabling environment to interface this study with the environment in effort to protect animals and humans. That's the focus we may want to take. And based on this focus, we have leveraged somehow in the activities we are undertaking.
The launching took the form of statement and presentation. Participants were drawn from WAVE team members from Sierra Leone, Côte d'Ivoire, Njala University Administration, headed by the Deputy Vice-Chancellor, Njala Campus, and Pro-Vice-Chancellor, Njala University, Professor Basiru Mohammed Koroma, Dean School of Agriculture and Food Sciences, Professor Aliyu Mohammed Ba, Project Lead, WAVE Sierra Leone, Dr. Alusain Edward Samura, staff of the School of Agriculture and Food Sciences, Njala University, Deputy Minister, and officials of the Ministry of Agriculture, Food Sciences, NGOs, and the media. For Star News in Freetown, George Elliott Sam reporting.
The Skills Development Fund Secretariat on Monday, 30th November, held an orientation for recipients of the World Bank and government-supported grants at the New Brookfields Hotel in Freetown. The orientation was an insight into the process of the grant utilization. Our reporter at Mastermind reports.
The focus of this grant is to increasing access to quality skills provision that will contribute to improving the country's economic competitiveness, and promote sustainable and inclusive development. The project's key areas include stimulating competition and delivery of innovative programs, promote and collaboration between enterprises and training centers, improve the efficiency of training provision, and increase employability of out-of-school youths. Dr. Victor Masakoel explains more.
Very elated and excited by every reason as Commissioner of the National Youth Commission for the height at which we are now in the implementation of this project. Because I virtually now can see a glimmer of light at the end of the tunnel. The opportunity to transform and change the narrative around the young people of this country. The opportunity that in the next 1 year we will have a huge, over 17,000 of young people engaged, capacitated in business, employed in various ways of life, in jobs. and starting to build local economy for our country, but also building the opportunities for their own homes, their siblings, and their community.
The assistant manager at the secretariat, Peter Kaindene, said with this project funds, distribution is held solely in the hands of the Skills Development Secretariat. The secretariat will soon start funds distribution and the need for this orientation.
The secretariat was set up by the government of Sierra Leone to look into disbursing the funds for the skills development project. There are 63 of them, mostly government technical institutes as well as the private sector, which is made up of small and micro enterprises. The institutions, we've asked every successful applicant to send us their bank accounts. So if the successful applicant is an individual running a business, then you will have to open an account that is related to pay the monies into those accounts.
The grant specialist, Saliu Barry, said the Skills Development Fund is a 20 million World Bank and the government of Sierra Leone supported. 63 institutions qualify for this grant that are now getting ready to go into action.
Industry is trying to put the fiduciary responsibility under one podium, and this one is, for now, the Project Fiduciary Management Unit, and we are managing the fiduciary aspect of this project. So what does this mean? It means technical responsibilities rest with Ministry of Technical and Higher Education, but managing financial management and procurement will be the responsibility of the Project Fiduciary Management Unit, and exactly that is what we are doing. I may not have to go into the details because there will be presentations on financial management and procurement from the same unit, and they will delve deep to tell you what they are expecting from you. By and large, what is most important in all of this is using funds for intended purpose. That is number one. Using the funds for the intended purpose. Two, the assets that are bought out of the process of this project should be beneficial to the youths that are being targeted. That's very important. Thirdly, your internal controls and procurement systems should be in place. If you have to outsource or you have to talk to people to support you, there are local councils scattered all over this country, let them support you in the procurement processes so that you don't get it wrong.
The Skills Development Project is an important element to facilitate collaboration between training providers and industry to promote demand, driving skills development with special attention innovative modes of training. The project will help not only young people but the country as a whole. For Star TV News, I am Admire Samai reporting.
If you're just tuning in, this is the National News Bulletin File on Star Television Network on Channel 21, and on to the next story. As Rokel Commercial Bank commences their customer week on December 1st, the head Korpor Rokel Commercial Bank, Kizia Salonkole, has described the Korpor Plus as a new strategy for financial inclusion, a system that will help accelerate access to financial services for over 70% of the economically active population that are currently left out. Kizia Salonkole also doles out Christmas messages to their customers. Here is a highlight of the occasion.
I just want to take the opportunity for sending Christmas messages to numerous customers and their family. Wish them a Merry Christmas and a prosperous New Year. We pray that 2021 will be a year with a difference. We're ready for Savona, we're ready for put smile on our face. We pray that we'll enjoy and get a very, very good Christmas and a prosperous New Year. Thank you very much, and God bless you
I want to wish all Rokel customers. A Merry Christmas and a prosperous 2021. And I want to ask them that they continue for bank with Rokel Commercial Bank and continue for use the Rokel Korpor Plus service. We love una all and we pray 2021 will be a beautiful year for all we customers there. Thank you.
All in public relations na Rokel Commercial Bank, the bank. And I want to take this opportunity for wish we all a very blessed Christmas. We all need God a blessing. And let God make this year really come, it better pass this one way we be left behind. So I pray for everybody, for you all. And I pray say as Rokel Commercial Bank customer, you go get that extra special blessing. You go make me get well body throughout the year. And your money business, it go alright for you throughout the year. So I wish you all well, and I have to say thank you to all the wonderful customers out there, the board and management and Mrs. Young family. Let God bless you all.
Bank for the service we began to me, especially I don't think at the facility for over many years now. I appreciate so much the service we began to the country as a whole.
It's a pleasure banking with this bank, and of course we also know the country bank, and as the name go for short, bank of choice. The services are good and the staff and the ticket customers are very well, which is really good. So I really appreciate banking with this bank and the way that they take it to me, especially when I can come now this week, the first branch. It's so amazing. It's so good. From the security, the staff, them inside, they're all amazing, they're all good, and they take it pretty well, they handle it well, and like where other bank and the way somebody come, you go see them just take person from the key, put inside, you know, go experience that here. So you go ensure so everybody waits until the time reach you go inside, which is really good. So I'm so happy and pleased for bank with Rokel Commercial Bank.
In this bank from 2011, since we are joined the bank, the way where they feel the bank they operate very good. The bank they operate with we, particularly with the public servants, civil servants, they say the whole we fine.
Merry Christmas! Well, that's all we have time for in the National News Bulletin file on Star Television Network on Channel 21. I am Ciana Wright. Thanks for watching and do stay with us if you can.